partner. A learning partner is somebody that you can collaborate with and share your knowledge of how you want to learn in terms of your teaching and your teaching strategies. And it might be somebody who has some previous knowledge. It might be somebody who doesn't have previous knowledge. And it might be somebody that you want to just discuss how you're going to move forward. Let's say you decide to think about formative assessment and how to do it. Somebody you can turn to help you. You might observe each other's teaching and provide feedback. So if it's somebody in school, now that can be really helpful because often people can see things that we can't see in ourselves. You might develop peer-to-peer relationships, so it helps us to build and make us feel supported. It can feel quite lonely being in a classroom. I have often found it quite lonely, especially when I've got lesson after lesson after lesson, and you're the only adult, and you've got what I teach teenagers in front of me, and there isn't anybody to discuss these things with. And so it can be really quite nice to have a colleague in school who you can see in your breaks and say, oh, I tried this and it didn't really work, but I might try this next time. And they might say, good idea. Yeah, it didn't really work for me either. So you can try strategies together in your separate classrooms and discuss them. But then you can also celebrate success and say, well, it didn't work doing this, so I've tried doing it this way. And actually, this is significantly better. You can problem solve any challenges as to why something hasn't worked. So a learning partner can be really useful. It might not be an official, you might not label them as an absolute learning partner, but it might be a colleague that you turn to discuss your teaching. So please have a think and type for me in the chat. Do you have a learning partner? Is there a colleague that you turn to who can help you and you help them? Maybe it's somebody that you can ask about a certain class or a certain subject to teach. What have you learned off each other, and how has this helped you to professionally develop?